of inviting our esteemed dignitaries to the stage. Honorable Vice Chancellor, Kerala University of Health Sciences and the University of Kerala, Professor Dr. Mohanan Kunnummel, Dr. U.S. Harish, Chief Scientist, CSIR-NIIST, Dr. Manager, HLL, Dr. Priya Srinivas, Scientist, Dean Academic Affairs, RGCB, Dr. C.S. Manikanda, Professor and Deputy Director, Sree Tirunal Institute of Medical Science and Technology, please join me in welcoming them with a warm round of applause. Let us now begin this program on an auspicious note. I invite Advocate Devika Rani to lead us in a brief prayer. May I request everyone to kindly rise.
ഹൃദയരാഗതന്ത്രി മീട്ടി സ്നേഹഗീതമേകിയും കർമ്മഭൂമി തളിരിടുന്ന നന്മയേകിയും നമ്മിൽ വാഴുമാദിനാമം ഇന്നും വാഴ്ത്തിടാം. ഞങ്ങൾ പാടുമീ സ്വരങ്ങൾ കീർത്തനങ്ങളാകണേ. ചുവടുവയ്ക്കുമീ പദങ്ങൾ നൃത്തലോലമാകണേ. കുഞ്ഞു വീടിനുൾക്കണങ്ങൾ സ്വർഗമാകണേ. അമ്മ നൽകുമുമ്മ പോലും അമൃതമാകണേ. പൂർണ്ണമീ ചരാചരങ്ങൾ ഗുരുവരങ്ങളാകണേ.
Thank you, Ms. Devika, for that serene and grounding start. Now, as we symbolically light the path ahead, let us begin the ceremonial lighting of the lamp, a mark of knowledge, wisdom, and positivity. I invite Professor Dr. Mohanan Kunnummel, Dr. U.S. Harish, Dr. Santhosh Aprem, Dr. Priya Srinivas, and Dr. C.S. Manikanda to kindly come forward and light the lamp. Thank you for the warm, thank you so much. To formally open the summit, I now invite Dr. Vaishak Sadashivan, Assistant Professor, SD College, Alapura, State President, ABVP, to deliver the welcome address.
A warm good afternoon to all. Today, we all woke up to such a happy news for which we have been waiting for the last 2 weeks. Bharat has given a befitting reply for Pahalgam terror attack through Operation Sindoor. When the terrorist outfit killed our unarmed civilians, our response was exemplary that we never attacked the civilians or even the official military system of the opponent. Rather, we conducted sharp and precise attack on terrorist launch pads. It is not only the victory of our defense system, but also the credits goes to our advancements in science and technology. Hence, the nation is greatly indebted to the research community of this country, who tirelessly working round the clock for our national benefits. In this occasion, I would like to thank each one of them on behalf of Janmabhumi. Respected dignitaries, esteemed guests, dedicated researchers, scientists, scholars and well-wishers, a very warm and heartfelt welcome to each one of you gathered here. We are gathered here for the Research Leadership Summit 2025, positioning Thiruvananthapuram as an epicenter of research, innovation, collaboration and scientific excellence as a part of Janmabhumi Golden Jubilee celebration. It is our honor this afternoon to welcome a group of visionary leaders whose contributions have not only advanced research and innovation, but have also set benchmarks in their fields. Their achievements continue to inspire and guide the next generation of scientists and researchers. Allow me to introduce our esteemed guest. It is with great pride that we also welcome Professor Dr. Mohanan Kunnummel, the Honorable Vice Chancellor of both the Kerala University of Health Sciences and the University of Kerala. He is a distinguished academician and administrator with a profound impact on medical education and university governance. He has spearheaded reforms in curriculum design, fostered research excellence, and strengthened institutional collaborations. His leadership continues to shape the future of our education and healthcare training in Kerala. He is the chairman of the Educational and Research Committee formed on behalf of Janmabhumi's Golden Jubilee celebration. Under his guidance and leadership, we have already organized 2 events, one for the college teachers that has been inaugurated by the NAC Director Anil Sahasrabuddhe, and the second one is a health conclave that being organized and inaugurated by the NMC, National Medical Commission. With this, I extend a heartfelt welcome on behalf of Janmabhumi. A warm welcome to Dr. C.S. Manikandan, Professor and Deputy Director, Sree Institute for Medical Sciences and Technology, Thiruvananthapuram. A leader in medical science education and research, Dr. Manikanda has dedicated his career to fostering academic rigor and clinical excellence. As both a professor and deputy director, he has been instrumental in steering research initiative that bridges theory and practice, ultimately enhancing patient care and health services. His visionary leadership and passion for nurturing the next generation of medical professionals underscore his remarkable achievements and enduring influence in the field. I extend a heartfelt welcome on behalf of Janmabhumi. It is our privilege to welcome Dr. Priya Srinivas, Scientist G and Dean Academic Affairs, RGCB. Dr. Priya Srinivas is renowned for her passionate contribution to academic excellence and scientific inquiry at RGCB. As a scientist in the genetics and development segment within academic affairs, She has forged vital links between cutting-edge research and academia. Her work not only enriches our collective understanding of fundamental biological process, but also drives collaborative initiatives that integrate advanced research methodologies with educational pursuits. Her distinguished career is a testament to her dedication and innovative spirit. I extend a heartfelt welcome on behalf of Janmabhumi. A warm welcome to Dr. U.S. Harish, Senior Scientist, CSIR-NIIST. Dr. U.S. Harish exemplifies the spirit of scientific inquiry and innovation. In his role as a Senior Scientist at CSIR-NIIST, his research endeavors have not only contributed significantly to his field, but have also provided strategic insight that bolster national scientific capabilities. His extensive body of work and commitment to mentoring emerging talent highlights his dedication to advancing research frontiers and his indispensable role in shaping modern scientific practices. I extend a heartfelt welcome on behalf of Janmabhumi. It is our pleasure to welcome Dr. Santhosh Aprem, Associate Vice President and General Manager, HLL R&D. Dr. Santhosh Aprem has played a pivotal role at HLL R&D, where his strategic insight and leadership have propelled a host of technological innovations. His commitment to excellence in research and development is evident in the groundbreaking project he has overseen, which have continually set new standards within the industry. His forward-thinking approach and ability to integrate multidisciplinary technologies have made him a respected figure in both academic and industrial circle. I extend a heartfelt welcome on behalf of Janmabhumi. We extend our deepest appreciation to all our invited delegates, representatives, policymakers, academicians, and researchers who have responded to our call and joined us in this important conversation. Let me also take a moment to welcome all the respected personnel from Janmabhumi, our tireless volunteers, and the entire support staff whose behind-the-scenes effort have made this conclave possible. This is a moment to listen, learn, and lay the foundation for a robust, inclusive, and futuristic research base in Thiruvananthapuram. Once again, I welcome each and every one of you to this summit. May our deliberations today spark new ideas, deepen our partnership, and inspire actionable outcomes for a better tomorrow. Thank you, and let us move ahead with hope, purpose, and commitment to collective well-being. Thank you. Jai Hind.
Thank you, Dr. Vaishak, for that warm welcome. With that, we now move on to the panel discussion, a space where ideas meet action and expertise fuels insights, bringing new solutions and innovations. Our esteemed speakers and the chairman will now lead us through key topics related to Kerala's research system. We invite active participation and thoughtful engagement from our audience. Handing over the proceedings to Honorable Vice Chancellor, Kerala University of Health Sciences and University of Kerala, Professor Dr. Kunnummel.
Namaste, good evening. Actually, for this meeting, for this panel discussion, the very important first meeting of the Golden Jubilee celebration of Janmabhumi, ഞാനിവിടെ വളരെ അധികം സന്തോഷത്തോടു കൂടിയാണ് ഇരിക്കുന്നത്. ഇന്ന് വസ്തുതയിൽ നമുക്കെല്ലാവർക്കും വളരെയധികം സന്തോഷമുള്ളതാണ്. ഞാൻ ഒരുപാട് വർഷമായി ജീവിക്കുന്നത് തൃശ്ശൂരാണ്. തൃശ്ശൂരിൽ വെടിക്കെട്ട് വെളുപ്പിന് 4 മണിക്കാണ്. പക്ഷേ 12:35 വേറൊരു വെടിക്കെട്ട് പൊട്ടിയതാണ്. അതിനിട്ട പേര് സിന്ദൂരമെന്നാണ്. മായ്ച്ചു കളഞ്ഞ സിന്ദൂരങ്ങൾ തിരിച്ചടിച്ചിരിക്കുകയാണ്. അതിൻ്റെ പ്രസ്താവന നടത്തിയത് സിന്ദൂരമണിഞ്ഞ നമ്മുടെ സൈന്യത്തിൻ്റെ ഉയർന്ന ഉദ്യോഗസ്ഥകളാണ്. ഇത്ര മനോഹരമായിരുന്നു ഇന്നത്തെ രാവിലെ. അത് കഴിഞ്ഞ് പത്രത്തിലൂടെ കടന്നുപോയപ്പോൾ കണ്ട വാർത്ത, ഇന്നലെ വരെ ലോക എക്കോണമിയിൽ ഇന്ത്യ 5-മതായിരുന്നു. ഇന്ന് നമ്മൾ ജപ്പാനെ കടത്തിവിട്ടിരിക്കുന്നു. നൗ വി ആർ ദി 4th എക്കോണമി ഇൻ ദ വേൾഡ്. പിന്നെ അത് 3rd ആകും, 2nd ആകും, 1st ആകും, അങ്ങനെയൊക്കെ ഉള്ള കാര്യങ്ങൾ നമ്മളിവിടെ. അതുകൊണ്ട് തന്നെ ഞാൻ വളരെയധികം സന്തോഷത്തോടെയാണ് ഇവിടെ ഇരിക്കുന്നത്. നമ്മളിവിടെ ചർച്ച ചെയ്യുന്നത് പൊസിഷനിങ് തിരുവനന്തപുരം ആസ് എൻ എപ്പിസെൻറ്റർ ഓഫ് റിസർച്ച്, ഇന്നൊവേഷൻ, കൊളാബറേഷൻ ആൻഡ് സയൻറ്റിഫിക്. പൊസിഷനിങ് എന്ന വാക്ക് തിരുത്തണമെന്നാണ് എൻ്റെ അഭിപ്രായം. ഇറ്റ് ഈസ് റീപൊസിഷനിങ് ആണ്. ഞാൻ ഓർക്കുന്നത് കാന്തല്ലൂർ ശാലയെക്കുറിച്ചാണ്. വിഴിഞ്ഞത്തുണ്ടായിരുന്ന ലോകത്തിലെ ഏറ്റവും മികവാർന്ന റിസർച്ച് സെൻറ്റർ, എഡ്യൂക്കേഷൻ സെൻറ്റർ. ലോകത്തിൻ്റെ ഒരുപാട് സ്ഥലങ്ങളിൽ നിന്ന് ആളുകൾ വന്നു പഠിച്ചിരുന്നത് കാന്തല്ലൂർ ശാലയിലാണ്. നമ്മൾ നളന്തയെയും തക്ഷശിലയെയും കുറിച്ച് മാത്രമേ അറിഞ്ഞിട്ടുള്ളൂ. കാന്തല്ലൂർ ശാല അത് നശിപ്പിക്കപ്പെട്ടതാണ്. ഈ പോർട്ടിന് മുമ്പും അവിടെ ഒരു പോർട്ടുണ്ടായിരുന്നു. ആ പോർട്ടിൻ്റെ ചുറ്റുപാടിനെക്കുറിച്ചിട്ടുള്ള ഗവേഷണങ്ങൾ നടക്കുന്നുണ്ട്. കേരള യൂണിവേഴ്സിറ്റി ആർക്കിയോളജി ഡിപ്പാർട്ട്മെൻറ്റും അവിടെ ഗവേഷണം നടത്തുന്നുണ്ട്. അതിൻ്റെ പഠനങ്ങളും അടുത്ത് തന്നെ പുറത്തു വരും. കേരളത്തിലെ ആദ്യത്തെ യൂണിവേഴ്സിറ്റി 1937 അന്നത്തെ മഹാരാജാവ് തിരുവനന്തപുരത്ത് തുടങ്ങിയപ്പോൾ വൈസ് ചാൻസലറായിട്ട് ആലോചിച്ചത് ഏറ്റവും വലിയ ശാസ്ത്രജ്ഞനെയാണ്, ഐൻസ്റ്റീനെയാണ്. ചന്ദ്രനിൽ നമ്മൾ പോയപ്പോൾ നമ്മൾ ഓർക്കേണ്ടത് തുമ്പയിൽ സൈക്കിളിൽ കൊണ്ടുപോയ ചെറിയ റോക്കറ്റിനെയാണ്. തിരുവനന്തപുരത്താണത്. ഹാർട്ട് വാൽവ് ഉണ്ടാക്കിയ ശ്രീചിത്രയുടെ പ്രതിനിധി ഇവിടെയുണ്ട്. അപ്പോൾ നമ്മളെ സംബന്ധിച്ചിടത്തോളം വി ആർ റീപൊസിഷനിങ് തിരുവനന്തപുരം എന്ന നിലയിലാണ് ആലോചിക്കേണ്ടത്. അതൻ വി വിൽ ഡു ദാറ്റ്. ഏറ്റവും പ്രഗത്ഭരായ നമ്മുടെ ശാസ്ത്ര സ്ഥാപനങ്ങളുടെ പ്രതിനിധികൾ ഇവിടെ എത്തിയിട്ടുണ്ട്. അപ്പോൾ എൻ്റെ ജോലി ഇവരുടെ പ്രഭാഷണങ്ങൾ നമ്മളെ കേൾപ്പിക്കുക എന്നുള്ളതാണ്. സോ ഐ വിൽ സ്റ്റാർട്ട് വിത്ത് ഡോക്ടർ ഹരീഷ്, is the Chief Scientist, CSIR-NIIST. Harish, please.
Honorable Vice Chancellor and distinguished panelists, I am a proxy to Dr. C. Anadha Ramakrishnan, who is supposed to attend this meeting as a panelist, but unfortunately, due to an important meeting scheduled with the headquarters, he has deputed me to attend this panel discussion, which is a very relevant topic, and as Sir has told, it is repositioning Trivandrum as an epicenter for research, innovation, and probably entrepreneurship too. Two of the significant milestones that we just claimed, one on the precision strikes at Pakistan, and the economic development, had all their base in the fundamental aspects of R&D and science and technology advancements in the country. We can boast of very internationally famous research organizations in the capital. ISRO is there, ICER is there, NIIST is there, its sciences, and almost every department of the ministry has one of its prestigious national laboratories working at this capital. And with the advent of university, research, particularly with the contributions and support from state and central governments, we are now in a position to cater to the requirements of Indian industry and the Indian society. So if you talk about the precision strikes that we told about, DRDO has been very well positioned, and the Indian military in supportive has taken up this responsibility, and what leads to such precision strikes is because of the capabilities that we develop in the area of materials. I can simply talk about one thing. I mean, how do these missiles are guided to such precision? And that is because of the material capabilities that we develop in our own laboratories in the country. If you talk about the requirements of, for example, you have heard about NAC missile. The NAC missile is guided through IR radiation. Whenever a tank is approaching the borderline, the area around it will be of a higher temperature. And the IR seekers within the missile can precisely target this high temperature region and create the explosion. So this kind of precision has been developed by DRDO and subsequently by military, by the R&D innovations that has been possible within the country. And this has happened decades before. That the precision that we talk about is the effort of a team of great scientists that have contributed, starting with very minimal facilities. And now we can boast of even the best international lab within the globe. So that is the kind of advancements this country has made in developing R&D activities. But we are not still at the top. Of course, with the continuous inputs from all, I'm sure that we are on the right path to even achieve better targets probably in the near future. We are also talking about the societal commitments as part of the R&D efforts. We are now talking about technologies for safely handling biomedical waste. For example, our own institute is involved in a very important technology that is currently undergoing trials at the All India Institute of Medical Sciences. The hazardous waste are now taken to Palakkad, and then at the processing facility of image, they will be incinerated. Incineration is at a higher temperatures close to 1100 to 1200 degrees centigrade. At this temperature, it is prone to produce large amount of carbon dioxide and other emissive gases, which also is a problem to be tackled with. So we are trying to develop a at-source disinfection and creation of a waste which is not as hazardous as the biomedical one. So the biomedical waste can be treated at source, converted into a normal municipal waste, and then discarded as every other waste. So this technology, if validated in AIMS, will also create a potential growth story for the Trivandrum in the form of a NIIST technology. Alternatively, our institute is currently interdisciplinary in nature. We have various divisions catering to different requirements. There is one point that we want to talk about is about collaboration. And this collaboration first starts with interdepartmental collaboration. Right? So we have chemical sciences, material sciences, agro-processing, environmental technology, and sustainable energy technologies collaborating in a mission mode to create which can be termed as the state-of-the-art technologies for addressing the real problems of the future. So I will just initiate the discussion with this remark and pass it over to Sir for the next panelist.
Now I will turn to Dr. Santhosh Aprem. Yeah, please.
Thank you, sir. Good afternoon, all. Evidently, I am the only industrial representative in the dais. I represent HLL Lifecare Limited, a public sector undertaking under the Ministry of Health and Family Welfare, Government of India. As you all know, we are headquartered in Trivandrum in Pujapura. We manufacture medical devices. We offer services. We offer diagnostics. We offer other medical allied sector supports. As far as R&D, research and development is concerned, we are having a central corporate R&D facility in Trivandrum, which cater the needs of the company, both in the translational research and basic research, putting forward to different products and technologies. We collaborate with the other institutes which already have been mentioned, CSIR-NIIST, Sree, RGCB, RCC, and so on, for developing the needs and developing new products for the population. A few of them which may be known to you is the blood bag which we took from Sree the intrauterine, hormonal intrauterine device system, which we developed along with Sree. Along with RCCB, we have developed a brachytherapy radiation reduction system using latex, and we have other products too. In all these cases, these are only very minimum collaborations which we are doing. We are not having any extreme collaborations or enlarged collaboration with all these institutions and others. There are other institutions like ISIR, IASD, and universities here. Why are we not going much into the collaborations for developing the new technologies which are needed for the country? Are we in the right path? Are we doing extensive discussions or meetings towards developing new products? Are we setting up any goals to the academics for developing new technologies? Where are we lacking? Are we lacking any funds? Do we have funds? Maybe industry per se saying they depends on the funds from their own products. But when the country is concerned, we don't have any lack of funds. Only thing which we need is a vision for the future. We have funds. We were supported by the government in the past for the discounts or for the purchase of machines, equipments, imports. All these were subsidized or incentivized by the government for the research institutions and universities. But now these incentives are not up to that level. It has been reduced from 200% to 100%. So as if you do other activities in the industry for a production of a particular thing, you will be getting only 100% of the money spent as an incentive. So whether we require more support from the government in terms of money, in terms of this type of policies, which can help them to invest more into the R&D and get benefit of them for the country. When money is concerned, we people of India are not so poor when we compare with the other countries. When we personally say that, we all have heard that the money lying with the individuals is much high. For example, the gold deposits with the people of India is around 28,000 tons, whereas the country reserves only 800 tons of the gold with them. When compared to US, the country reserves, US reserves of gold is only 8,200 tons. But how do they get the money? So when you consider the universities, you can say from the famous universities in US, UK and other developed countries, they are all in the rank levels of 1 to 100 or that level. When we consider our universities or our educational institutions, where are we? Is there any of the institutions, any of the Indian Institute of Science or IIT or Indian Science or IITs in the list of major institutions, major universities of the world? Definitely we are not. Why? You know that our scenario in the country is that entertainment is subsidized, whereas research is taxed. You know the famous IPL is going on. What is the amount of money generated by IPL, which is tax-free? But for a research institutions to buy a equipment, you have to pay the customs duty, you have to pay the taxes. Is this the approach we should have to the research in the country for the future of the country? Let me open this for discussion. Thank you.
Thank you, Abhi Santhosh. Now we'll turn over to Dr. Priya Srinivas, Scientist and Dean, Academic Affairs, RGCB.
Thank you, sir. in 1990, RGCB was started as a small self-financing center in a small rented building in Shastamangalam, and that grew up into the Rajiv Gandhi Center for Biotechnology. If you all, any of you have come to the institute, you have seen this, seen the, how far we have grown. It is almost like an international institute. We have all ultra-modern facilities there now. I have been working in Mayo Clinic, which is one of the largest international hospital cum research center. So I should say even we have much more advanced machineries than that we have in Mayo Clinic in RGCB. So RGCB Akolathu we have a campus, and we have another campus in Jagati, and we have a couple of other campuses also. So the common ആയിട്ടുള്ള ആളുകൾക്കും ഒരുപാട് പേർക്കും RGCBയിൽ എന്താ നടക്കുന്നതെന്ന് അത്ര പരിചയം ഉണ്ടാവില്ല. ബയോടെക്നോളജിയിലുള്ള അൾട്രാ മോഡേൺ ഫെസിലിറ്റീസോട് കൂടി ഏറ്റവും കട്ടിംഗ് എഡ്ജ് റിസർച്ച് ചെയ്യാനുള്ള എല്ലാ ഫെസിലിറ്റീസും RGCBയിലുണ്ട്. സോ we have different departments like cancer research. Cancer research ആണ് ഒരു ഫ്ലാഗ്ഷിപ്പ് പ്രോഗ്രാം. ഞങ്ങളുടെ ക്യാൻസർ റിസർച്ച് പ്രോജക്ട്സും റിസർച്ച് ഫൈൻഡിങ്സും എല്ലാം ഇൻ്റർനാഷണലി വളരെ റിനൗൺഡ് ആയിട്ടുള്ള ഒരു ഫൈൻഡിങ്സ് ആണ് ഓരോ ലാബിൽ നിന്നും ഞങ്ങൾ ഉണ്ടാക്കാറുള്ളത്. സോ ഐ തിങ്ക് I have traveled many places, US, NIH, ഒരുപാട് സ്ഥലത്ത് ഞാൻ ട്രാവൽ ചെയ്തിട്ടുണ്ട്. I have got several recognition, but this is the first time I am getting recognition kind of, here in Pujapura. So നമ്മുടെ നാട്ടിൽ നമ്മളെ അത് റെക്കഗ്നൈസ് ചെയ്യുന്നില്ല. സോ ഇവിടെയുള്ള ഫെസിലിറ്റീസ് ആരും we have to exploit the facility that we already have. ജീനോമിക്സ് റിസർച്ചിലാണെങ്കിലും പ്രോട്ടിയോമിക്സ് റിസർച്ചിലാണെങ്കിലും മെറ്റബോളോമിക്സ് റിസർച്ച് ഏത് ഓമിക്സ് എടുത്തു നോക്കിയാലും ഞങ്ങൾക്ക് അതിനുള്ള അൾട്രാ മോഡേൺ ഫെസിലിറ്റീസ് അവൈലബിൾ ആണ്. പിന്നെ BSL-3 ഫെസിലിറ്റി വിച്ച് ഈസ് ആക്ച്വലി ഏറ്റവും റിസ്ക് എടുത്ത് ചെയ്യേണ്ട വൈറൽ ബാക്ടീരിയൽ ഇൻഫെക്ഷ്യസ് റിസർച്ച് ചെയ്യാനുള്ള ഫെസിലിറ്റി RGCBയിലുണ്ട്. പിന്നെ ഇപ്പോൾ ഞങ്ങളൊരു ഹോസ്പിറ്റലും വി ആർ ആക്ച്വലി പ്ലാനിങ് ടു സ്റ്റാർട്ട്. വി ഹാവ് ഓൾറെഡി ഡിസ്കസ്ഡ് ദിസ് വിത്ത് ദ ഗവൺമെൻറ്, ആൻഡ് ഇറ്റ്സ് ആക്ച്വലി ഇൻ ദ പ്രോസസ് ഓഫ് doing that. We will be starting it as a 150-bedded clinical trial center for cancer. So only patients who are not responding to any of the treatment will be admitted there with their consent and all. So it's going to be a landmark change in Trivandrum, that I should definitely say. Apart from the different research areas like cancer research, plant biotechnology, then we have stem cell biology, regenerative biology, pathogen research, then interdisciplinary research and bioinformatics. So ഈ എല്ലാ ഏരിയാസിലും ഞങ്ങൾക്ക് റിസർച്ച് നടക്കുന്നുണ്ടെങ്കിലും ആർട്ടിഫിഷ്യൽ ഇൻ്റലിജൻസ് വെച്ചിട്ടുള്ള റിസർച്ചിന് ഞങ്ങൾ തുടക്കം ഇടുന്നതേ ഉള്ളൂ. വി ആർ ഡെഫിനറ്റ്ലി ഗോയിങ് ഡീപ്പ് ഇൻ ടു ഇറ്റ് ബിക്കോസ് ദാറ്റ് ഈസ് ഗോയിങ് ടു ബി ദ നെക്സ്റ്റ് ജെൻ research area as far as the biotechnology is concerned. So എൻ്റെ ഒരു അഭിപ്രായത്തിൽ ട്രിവാൻഡ്രത്ത് പല ഇൻസ്റ്റിറ്റ്യൂട്ടുകളുണ്ടെന്ന് ഇപ്പം നമ്മൾ മനസ്സിലാക്കി. സോ എല്ലാ ഇൻസ്റ്റിറ്റ്യൂട്ടുകളും കൂടെ ഒരുമിച്ച് തന്നെ വർക്ക് ചെയ്യണം. ഇപ്പോൾ ഞങ്ങൾക്കൊരു RGCBയിലൊരു BSL-3 ഫെസിലിറ്റി ഉണ്ട്, ജീനോമിക്സ് ഫെസിലിറ്റി ഉണ്ട്, പ്രോട്ടിയോമിക്സ് ഫെസിലിറ്റി ഉണ്ട്. So don't have to replicate the same facility in Trivandrum itself. So ഉള്ള ഫെസിലിറ്റിയെ അതിനെ ഏറ്റവും ബെസ്റ്റ് ആക്കിക്കൊണ്ട് other institutes also should make use of this facility. That is one important thing, because എവിടെ ഏത് സ്ഥലത്ത് ചോദിച്ചാലും ഓക്കെ ഞങ്ങൾ നെക്സ്റ്റ് ജെൻ സീക്വൻസിങ്, അതാണ് ഒരു ഫാൻസി റിസർച്ച് ഇപ്പോഴത്തെ. സോ നെക്സ്റ്റ് ജെൻ സീക്വൻസിങ് ഫെസിലിറ്റി ഞങ്ങളുടെ ഇൻസ്റ്റിറ്റ്യൂട്ടിൽ വരുന്നുണ്ട്. അങ്ങനെ ഒരു ഇതാണ്, അതിൻ്റെ ആവശ്യമില്ല. വി ഹാവ് ഇൻ RGCB വി ഹാവ് ദാറ്റ് ഫെസിലിറ്റി. വൈ ഡോണ്ട് യു കം ആൻഡ് യൂസ് ദിസ് ഫെസിലിറ്റി? ഒരു നോമിനൽ ചാർജസ്, സർവീസ് ചാർജസ് വെച്ചിട്ട് ഞങ്ങളത് ചെയ്തു കൊടുക്കുന്നുണ്ട്. സോ അങ്ങനെ നമ്മൾ വെറുതെ മണി ഓരോ സ്ഥലത്തായിട്ട് ഇൻപുട്ട് ചെയ്യുന്നതിനെക്കാട്ടിലും വി കൊളാബറേറ്റ് ആൻഡ് ദെൻ ഡു ഇറ്റ്. പക്ഷേ എന്നാലും a major problem that I always felt is that clinicians, biotechnology as a cancer researcher, what I felt is that clinicians should be more aware of the research part, because they are more aware of the epidemiology research or clinical research, not the translational studies, how the translational research is being done, what is the input, how much of intellectual input should be there, and time dedication has to be there for a translational research. That is actually clinicians doesn't know. So എൻ്റെ ഒരു എക്സ്പീരിയൻസിൽ when I was contacting a senior clinician in Trivandrum for collaborative research for tissues, cancer research, so I wanted certain tissues. So what he was asking me is that ഈ ഒരു സ്റ്റഡി എവിടെയെങ്കിലും റിപ്പോർട്ട് ഇതുപോലത്തെ എൻ്റെ ഒരു ഐഡിയ എവിടെയെങ്കിലും റിപ്പോർട്ട് ചെയ്തിട്ടുണ്ടോ? ഞാൻ പറഞ്ഞു ഇല്ല. ദിസ് ഈസ് ദ ഫസ്റ്റ് ടൈം ദിസ് ഹൈപ്പോത്തസിസ് ഹാസ് ബീൻ ബ്രോട്ട് അപ്പ് ആൻഡ് ഞങ്ങൾക്ക് കുറച്ച് എവിഡൻസ് ഉണ്ട്, ഇത് ട്രൂ ആയിരിക്കാം. വേറെ ആരും പറഞ്ഞിട്ടില്ലേ, എന്നാൽ പിന്നെ ഇത് ചെയ്യാൻ പറ്റത്തില്ല. ആരെങ്കിലും എവിടെയെങ്കിലും ചെയ്തിട്ടുണ്ടെങ്കിൽ നമുക്ക് ചെയ്യാമായിരുന്നു. സോ ദാറ്റ് ഈസ് വാട്ട് ദ ക്ലിനീഷ്യൻസ് നോളജ് അബൌട്ട് ദ റിസർച്ച്. So I couldn't take that research in a collaborative way, with that center. So what I wanted to tell is that clinicians should be more educated about the translational research and importance of research, and അത് വന്നാൽ മാത്രമേ ഒരു പ്രോപ്പർ ബയോടെക്നോളജി ഡിസീസ് കമ്പണൻറ്റ് റിസർച്ച് നമ്മുടെ ട്രിവാൻഡ്രത്താണെങ്കിലും നടത്താൻ എല്ലാ പൊട്ടൻഷ്യൽ ഫെസിലിറ്റീസും അവൈലബിൾ ആണ്. സോ that should be happening. And another major thing I experienced is that ethical clearance. So ethical clearance or unified ethical clearance system വേണം. Because ഒരു ethical committee approve ചെയ്ത് കഴിഞ്ഞ് ഒരു study approve ചെയ്താൽ then we should not be running around for ethical clearance to other hospitals. ഓരോരോ സെൻറ്ററിൽ പോയിട്ട് നമ്മൾ അവിടെ ഒരു കുറച്ച് സ്റ്റഡി കൊളാബറേഷൻ ചെയ്യണമെങ്കിൽ അവിടുത്തെ ക്ലിയറൻസ് വേണം. വേറൊരു ക്ലിയറൻസ് ഓഫ് കോഴ്സ് വി നീഡ്, ബട്ട് നോട്ട് ദ ഹോൾ പ്രൊസീജിയർ വട്ട് ethics has to be, that's a long procedure. It should not be replicated. The researchers should not be tied up with all these paperwork. So these are small suggestions that I have, and I am open to any suggestions and questions. Yeah.
Thank you. Thank you, Dr. Priya Srinivas. Now we will turn over to Dr. C.S. Manikandan, who is a professor and deputy director of Sree Institute of Medical Science and Technology.
Respected Dr. Mohanan sir, my fellow panelists, all the audience and dignitaries who have come here, good evening to all of you. First of all, before I am going to talk what is about, I am sincerely thank the Janmabhumi for this great opportunity. It is a very innovative idea, and then I wish them all success to complete this 50-year of celebration and also future celebrations which are going to come in their way. So as our moderator has told, the positioning, the topic, if you look at the topic, positioning Thiruvananthapuram as an epicenter of research, innovation, collaboration and scientific excellence. When this topic was told by Dr. Vijay, I was very surprised about this. I thought it will be like some kind of general topic kind of thing. When I looked at back when all these speakers who have spoken, so the whole topic is why Thiruvananthapuram? Why we are all belong to Thiruvananthapuram. I basically from Tamil Nadu. Last 26 years I have been staying in Thiruvananthapuram. I have become like kind of Thiruvananthapuramite. Why not Kochi? Why not Calicut? Why not so many other things? As sir has already pointed out, various things. Actually, always I say to my friends across the other states, we are very, very lucky because the God is sleeping here. This is the only place where God has a peaceful sleep. That's why Thiruvananthapuram people are very happy and sleepy. And second, they means not sleepy means they are quiet and calm, silent. They have very thoughtful process. All the seasons, rainy season start here, summer season start first in the country only in Thiruvananthapuram. We are very much blessed people who are in Trivandrum. That is why this topic is very apt to start from Thiruvananthapuram. If you look at that, many governments, I'm not telling in particular, many states, they want their state to be capital industrial hubs. They want a techno park, various innovative things. If you look at that, the IITs are thinking in their own terms. They want to do innovation. They want to do a lot of startups. So many things are happening within the particular small institutes. In that, this is a broad goal. If you look at the Thiruvananthapuram, entire Thiruvananthapuram is the thing. Thiruvananthapuram has been a seat of education. Every time you see any award, whether from school levels, our CBSE Pattam has been the number one in the country for last so many years. We have very innovative and very, very dynamic scientists who started their career, including Dr. Abdul Kalamji. So who has got a very high level people have achieved in Thiruvananthapuram. So I'm not talking about my institute at Sree Chitra Thirunal Institute for Medical Sciences. Many of you are aware we have a hospital wing, we have the biomedical wing center and the public health wing. But the topic of discussion is how, as a person from Thiruvananthapuram, how we all unite together, how you bring this, whether this idea is achievable or not. As I told you, every government is thinking about the employment. Very few people are thinking about the innovation. Innovation is not considered. Innovation and research is not coming in a big way in any of the government projects, in any of the schemes which are there. Most of the time we are thinking about public health. We are developing employment for people and all those things. Why this innovation is very important, innovation and research. If you look at that, there are 2 or 3 centers in the world, some in Europe, like Sweden, from medical field I'm telling, some from like Cambridge and Oxford are also there, and Harvard and Boston and few other things are the main centers which innovate in the country, in the world, and all other people are following. So in India, if you look at that, there is any city which has got the innovation background? No, there is nothing is there. So I am feeling that this is a very good concept which Janmabhumi has brought it. I am sure sir is very experienced. He has been in many committees. It is a dream which is possible in Thiruvananthapuram because we have very top globally advanced institutes in the country. SCTIMST is there. Medical College Trivandrum is equivalent to the AIMS, whereas a lot of clinical department, one of the biggest hospital in the country. RGCB is there, and we have VSSC is there, we have CSIR is there, we have IIST is there. You tell me any area which there is not facility available. We have in Thiruvananthapuram different things, science, technology related to health, related to anything, genomics, what she was telling. So Thiruvananthapuram has got the infrastructure to make this dream come true. So I am requesting our moderator to carry forward and we take part in the discussion and how we make this collaborate together and to make the dream come true. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much. The entire topic has been exposed. Now I am going to flag a very, very important issue which was raised by the NEP document. NEP document asks us and explains us why research has not developed in India. After independence, the then government started exclusive research institutions and funded them in a big way, like Indian Council of Agriculture Research, Indian Council of Medical Research, CSIR, all these institutions. But then they disconnected the universities. But universities are the place where the future researchers are born. This is not my statement, NEP statement, NEP document. It says that, and therefore, the researchers who are doing amazing research, world-class research, are not connected with the students. And students, when you say that students does not know anything, because they are not told, they have never seen a great researcher. And the funding also for the universities were very meager. And what is the funding UGC gives to the universities? Mainly the salary of the teachers. They position the teachers in a very high position better salary than IAS officer, fair and good. But then for research component, UGC did not have much money to pay. And Government of India, Science and Technology Department, they were all focusing on the research institutes, and it produced results. So now we have an ocean where islands of eminent research and the rest are mediocre institutions, universities. The medical research, again, in my area, nobody told the medical colleges to research, nobody gave money to the medical college research, and ICMR is totally disconnected, and they are, I should not say that, but then they are doing research irrelevant to the country. This is the maximum I can say, because they are disconnected. They are not seeing patients. So, and madam is saying that she does not get a connect with the patient because no culture has not been developed in the college. This should have been developed in the college. So there is no point in describing the situation, what happened. Now, my question is, how are we going to bridge that gap? How can we bridge the gap? And this meeting is relevant for that. How we can bridge the gap so that the students, the younger generation, who will become great researchers by seeing what is being done. So that's why NEP tells about internships. That's a very important component. So can we do that? Whether our students, postgraduate students, PhD students, undergraduate students, can they have internships? Can they have research collaboration? In which all areas? Maybe we'll have a one round on that, so that bridging the gap which was there, no blame game. Okay. Shall I start from you? Yeah. Yeah, please.
Yeah. So the question or what is urgent to be needed is a coordination between the various institutions around, and how do we work out on a pattern that will lead us to a collaborative effort wherein interdisciplinarity and focus of expertise is available. So Madam was talking about her expertise on molecular biology and how that expertise on molecular biology can be translated to a clinical trial wherein she requires the participation and full support from a practicing clinician. So these are two different institutes, and now Sir is saying how university can be pitched into this frame of things. So we have, I think, a bigger problem to solve, primarily in terms of joining together for a common problem. Mostly the problems are complex, and that complex require, focused expertise, as I have been mentioning about. So our institute primarily focuses on materials, chemistry, and other aspects of environmental sciences. And there is also some aspect of biotechnology research in CSIR-NIIST. So how these premier institutions can join together, and then comes who is going to support us in terms of funding. So all these parameters put together, we have only one Department of Science and Technology to look for a common platform for funding, probably Department of Biotechnology as well. But all these said and done, the first thing to happen is an opening up of facilities and expertise. So that has to happen through dialogue and discussions. And as Sir told, how do we educate, or how do we expose our facilities and our capabilities to younger minds now? So that patterning has to happen. CSIR has now very recently started with a very ambitious program of connecting with the school students every year. For example, last year we had around nearly 4,000 to 5,000 students visiting the campus, looking at the research facilities that are available, talking to scientists, doing some simple experiments. You remember the last, a very few months before, Prime Minister has announced one day as a scientist program. So he is urging students to visit a laboratory, to be a scientist for that day by interacting with the concerned people, use the facilities there to explore some of their ideas and see if that is feasible. So CSIR-NIIST is going to implement that the next week wherein we are inviting over a period of 1 week time, whoever is willing to come to NIST can do this one day as a scientist program if they are registering, and then we will try to arrange facilities for them, and also we will try to arrange discussions with the senior faculties there. So this university part, starting from the schools, is a very important thing, how to connect or how to reach the students through appropriate measures. As you know, the university system itself is facing a bigger challenge in terms of we are now facing a severe shortage of students for sciences. Of course, there are good intake in premier institutes like ICES and IITs, but when it comes to the normal colleges and other educational institutions, the people enrolling for science is very minimal, even mediocre. So that, if that position has to change, of course, I mean, these outreach programs probably may help. Of course, fortunately in the new FY UGP program, the 4-year UGP program has many opportunities to connect with institutes, and they are also trying to see looking into the taste of the student, how you can modulate your program or the educational degree into, one can have a degree in music as well as he can possess a degree in chemistry. So they are trying to connect different regimes and see if that work into a different domain where these kind of opportunities may enable or kindle the interest in student to a larger extent. Thank you.
A slight deviation. There is a very important announcement. Government of India has told us, നമ്മളോട് എല്ലാവരോടും പറഞ്ഞിട്ടുണ്ട്, ഒരു മോക്ക് ഡ്രിൽ അത് പാലിക്കുവാൻ വേണ്ടിയിട്ട്, അത് പരിശീലിക്കുവാൻ വേണ്ടിയിട്ട്. And there will be no light, no sound from this hall. Are you ready? Please switch off all the lights for 5 minutes. maybe we can go back to light. This is only a mock drill. And the importance is that when the enemy is likely to come, and usually they will come in the night, they should not identify where we are, what we are, how it is. So it can be done only by complete blackout, and this can be done by all of us together. Even one person who is not doing it, he will become country's traitor. So we should not be a traitor. We should be together. United we stand, and always we will win. So we'll continue our discussion, and now Dr. Priya Srinivas, you would like to say? Yeah.
Yeah, it's about bridging the science, in using the scientific research, in students and in the next generation of people. So in RGCB, if I speak about RGCB, we have been open to this kind of internship and training to any students. It's not for the school students. We actually encourage the schools and colleges to come and see our facility, spend a day with us, discuss with us. We all give openness to in this way to those who approach us. It's throughout the year, any day. It's throughout the year, any working day. You can actually the students can come from schools and college. They very frequently approach us from within Kerala, outside Kerala, from North India. They come and spend a day with us. We have a particular structured plan for a visit from a school or college, but the training or training as internship is given to postgraduate students or students from BTech or 5-year courses, graduation courses, integrated kind of a courses, BTech or MBBS. But rarely MBBS students come forward because they don't have time for that. So that is a big thing. So they should be allowed at least 3 months to do a proper laboratory and experiment, laboratory project to be done, just like an MSc Biotechnology or MSc Life Science or MSc Biochemistry students. So that will definitely create a scientific inquisitiveness in these students, and they will get to know how the research is being done. So that is actually lacking in our curriculum, particularly medical curriculum. And however, other postgraduate students, it's almost all colleges have this internship program time, specific time allotted to them. It varies from 3 months to 6 months. Sometimes some colleges, even 1 year, they allot for project, and they come to us and get trained. Even post-graduation completed students also, if they want to come and get trained themselves, that is also available with a nominal fee. They will come and work with us. So that way, bridging the gap is gap from whatever we can do from our side. Is something which is very much done, and we are welcoming all of the students who wants to come. So that is what we have done. And about the facilities, anybody can use the facility provided they properly get approval and explanation for why they are doing. With a nominal fee, they can use the facilities of RGCB. We have service providers at different facilities are available as services. So that is what we do for bridging the gap between the next generation students to encourage them to have scientific inquisitiveness in them.
Thank you. That's a huge initiative. Dr. C.S. Manikandan.
So, with regard to the gap between the university and the students, I would like to remind all of you, like if you look at that, we all came through science background. And if you look at the number of candidates who are from the plus 2 level who are coming to NEET or engineering, almost it's like 20 lakhs, 25 lakhs of people. So, lot of people in the country are interested in science. Why there is a big gap we are thinking it is happening? It is because they are not exposed. Even when, if you look at my own personal experience, I was not exposed to the centers. I was from a small place. I was not exposed to the big universities. I was not exposed to the kind of RGCB or premier institutes of the country. That is one of the reason. So we never tried that, okay, these kind of things are available. So we were never exposed. Same thing happening in all the curriculum, be it school or be it college or including MBBS or engineering. They go through a fixed seminar. They have to have a same credit hours. So beyond that, we don't have a innovative thinking. So what we are today discussing about how to bring research, how to bring, despite lot of facilities available in the premier institutes, we are not exposing our whatever facilities to all the people across who could benefit. So that is the major gap which I think that should be the one which should be destroyed immediately. They should be having internships. Suppose they should be forcibly given beyond the curriculum. There should be some parts, 25% at least flexible curriculum in schools, colleges. They can choose their method. So then they will go to various universities. They will see what are the opportunities available to them. Right now they see only engineering or software as their career growth, or medicine or certain things. They are prefixed to certain things. That is one of the major thing which is inhibiting our research and development and innovation. Other important thing which I would like to add to this is our curriculum, people who are going through research, because they are getting bad news or getting news bad from people who have done the PhDs or people who have done the research. So if you want to go through the research, it will take a long time to make a career growth, or you may succeed, you may not succeed, you may not be able to make. So those things which inhibit the people from coming into the research, into the system. So it is the responsibility for all of us who are sitting in the university. We have to go and put lot of innovative things. Suppose Madam has told in RGCB, even SCTIMST, our website should have very innovative ideas, and we have to put some kind of problems so that school children and college children come forward to do a kind of solution, try to approach us. So that will kind of thing is there. Then we should have a lot of video presentations which are available in the medium. Now everybody is using mobile phones, public media and social media. All these, whatever facilities available in different universities, including internships, should be exposed. The people should be exposed to those things which are information. Basically, we have to provide bigger information so that more and more people seek that. And second thing, our curriculum should be much more flexible, and also a curriculum should be focused both as a career growth as well as the research growth. If all these come together only, we will be able to bridge the gap. Otherwise, we have a lot of people who are waiting to come into the system, but there are no takers, despite facility available. Whatever government is giving initiative, very few people are benefited, and the people who are benefited are getting again and again benefits. Rather, lot of people are not knowing how to come into the system. It is the responsibility of the people who are sitting here to make people coming into the system by bridging the gap between the school students or college students and the various universities and the premier institutions of the country. That is what we have to go forward.
Thank you very much. Now I come to Dr. Santhosh Aprem.
Thank you, sir. Yeah, what having already told about that the FUHGP program, 4-year honors program, and the internship programs, which are happening in the institutions, are well and good. But we are also conducting internship programs. Students come from different colleges or universities. Some of them come for the real intention to know about the industry and do some work. And some of them are coming for a off time of their college. They want their previous report to be copied for their internship report. So we are getting a mix of people there for internship. Similarly, when we are getting these people for the research programs in the institutions or universities, are they really interested in this, which we are not knowing? They come with their own interest. So like the companies, software companies who are hiring people from the colleges in the final semesters, they do go and see the people or interview the people and find the intellectual capacity and hire people, correct people for them. Similarly for universities, if they have to get good people who are having scientific temper and interest in the scientific research, they have to be identified in the lower levels, lower classes. Can we do that? Is there any method for that? If you look into the any of our international events, Olympics or any other system, people who are succeeding, getting the Olympic medals are being trained from the very childhood level. They are nurtured from the childhood level. Similarly, we have enough examples around the universe world. There are a lot of universities who are ranking in the higher level, 1 to 10 or 1 to 100. Can we have a collaboration with them without replicating or without doing things from again redoing? Can we do an association with them, a collaboration with them to get the good things which they are doing, by which they are creating the Nobel laureates, by which they are getting the world leaders? Why can't we also adopt the good things which they are following in our institute, in our universities or institutes? Thank you.
We had 2 rounds. A lot of very good researchers and students are here. I think some of you can raise questions or suggestions so that the panel can answer. Open forum. You can circulate a mic.
Good afternoon. I am Dr. Prathapan, Vice Chancellor of a state private university in Maharashtra. I just came late, but I could listen to 3 presentations from 3 speakers. In my university, I would like to tell our experience that all 4 years programs, BTech programs, we have the final year, 1 year entire internship. We have already signed MOU, as you rightly pointed out, with the best institutions within the country as well as outside the country. Those who are capable of going outside, those students will go out. And especially 80 to 85% of the students go within the country as well within the state, mostly within the state only, either in Pune, Mumbai, Hyderabad or Bangalore. What I am doing there is, I have already entrusted my faculty. Some lead faculties are attached with each group. They have to visit the industry once in 15 days or 20 days and monitor whether they are going on a jolly trip or they are really interested to work internship with the institutions or not. And most of the students are working on live projects, especially IT students, software, computer science engineering, AI, ML, data science students. They are working on real projects, real-time projects they are allowed to work. How they themselves, the company themselves select the best brain and give them the project. So there itself a screening is happening. Okay. And our faculty members are going and they are monitoring them, talking with the industry people as well as with our students and taking the feedback. And it is coming to me on a monthly basis. Right? So there we could make a CV whereby the off time or jolly type spending and copying somebody else's earlier year's report and submitting as their report, that won't happen. So that is the best thing as far as the internship is concerned. And about the research part, I'm very sorry to say, because I served about 30 plus years in government service in Kerala Agricultural University. Then I joined there in the state private university in Maharashtra. The facilities wise, maybe Rajiv Gandhi Institute as well as Sri Chitra, they may be having the best in the country here. Whereas the private institutions, whatever had is had. Nothing, no improvement is there, no upkeep and maintenance, no faculty, no technicians. Those who were retired, and those posts are not filled. Whereas in the private sector, private universities, it is the world class. Facilities are of the world class. So these are the two things I want to add on. Thank you.
Any? I am Professor Biju Kumar from University of Kerala, and taking from what Mohan sir said in the beginning, we have a lot of institutions, eminent premier institutions in the country in Trivandrum. But the question is how to network. See, if you really wanted to create a knowledge hub here in Trivandrum, what we need is actually a knowledge consortium. If, for example, if you have a Thiruvananthapuram knowledge consortium, and this will happen. Otherwise, these institutions will be there and they remain as watertight compartments and with few collaborations going on here and there. And then what we need definitely, especially in the context of the new emerging programs of the Government of India and the national education policy, is that networking. Networking and collaboration and bringing in something innovative rather than what we are doing in the past. And that means we need to have collaboration to bring in the projects which are interdisciplinary and innovative, which can be operated between these institutions in a larger manner, so that that benefit will actually percolate down and that benefits will go to the students as well in terms of internships, in terms of research collaborations, etc. And then second, we are always thinking within the box. And why can't we think outside the box? For example, why can't a student be part of multiple institutions here? See, rather than having a co-guide and all, you can have a student which is attached to a particular system, but guided through a series of members in the consortium. And that's the second possibility. And third, why, answering to Prem's question of why we don't have any kind of world-ranking institutions in India, in terms of universities. And the reason is very simple, how the universities throughout the world are ranked. For example, you look at Harvard, Stanford, or Cambridge. The faculty, 90% of the faculty may be outside the country. That means they create a kind of faculty pool who are the best in the world. And our system will not allow that, and how we can actually circumvent that. And that can be done only through inviting some of the honorary professors from the West, who are actually ready to serve even online. And that kind of flexible mechanism should be there, especially when you create a knowledge consortium. So what we need in Trivandrum is actually a kind of overarching knowledge consortium who can actually sit together, and also knowledge hub. And a think tank of people here from the institutions who can actually sit together and think about developing a kind of consortium, and also bringing in the people who are actually from throughout the world to Thiruvananthapuram as to serve the country as well as a nation. That's the one idea. And second is actually to create a knowledge hub and also promote academic tourism. Because this is a place compared to anywhere in India where the people can come, stay and enjoy the academic tourism. And then for that, we have to actually plan different kind of programs, including novel courses, which actually can be shared between these institutions. For example, University of Kerala has a department of music. And the last 5 years, there are only 5 or 6 students appearing there. And why can't it be a department of culture and arts? So that, the people from the West will come. For example, we were running a program a few years back in University of Kerala. It's called the Semester in India program, which is actually exclusively for the students in the American universities. And we run it for 3 years, and because of some other issues, it actually went into trouble. And the main attraction for the Western students here is actually to study Indian philosophy and culture. So that, so we can create some living labs here where traditional knowledge and traditional culture can also be taught as a program here, which can even be a hybrid program. So all these things will actually ultimately help in growing it and also to contribute to the knowledge economy in a larger manner.
Thank you. Thank you, Dr. Biju. Any more comments? Dr. Manikandan.
Actually, SCTIMST, IIT Chennai and CMC Vellore, we have a 3-institute program for MTech and PhD. So, as you told, the students can choose anywhere. They'll be posted all 3 places. They can choose one of the guide in any of the institute. They can do research in any of the institute. Those kind of program. Regarding this knowledge consortium, I was actually thinking when this topic came, there should be a place, center of place where it should be kind of interdisciplinary, what you do, inter-university or whatever institute. So we all put one room or 2 or 3 labs set up in one particular place, in some place. So then only the proper, see now if I want to send a sample, I have to send to RGCB, but that is all in the regular work. But if you are thinking in terms of innovation and research, which if I want to meet a person, so if they want to have a group of people, RGCB or XYZ, so many institutes, if there is a place available in a common forum or common area, this can be accessible not only by the institute people, but also by the college students, people who are doing startup and innovative work, people who are from school students. If you want to have a career guidance in different institutes, options are there. Now what happened, every time they have to go to each institutes. They don't know that collaborative research can happen. Even I don't know what are the facilities available in RGCB, what kind of collaborative research that can happen. If you want to really, even though we have a lot of facilities in Trivandrum, unless some kind of common pathway we all come together, as you told, consortium should be first developed, and then we have to see how this should be taken up to the next level. Probably that should be the proper way forward. Thank you so much.
Yeah, please give a mic there.
സർ, ഞാൻ ശ്രീതല ഡോക്ടർ രഞ്ജിത്ത് ശ്രീതല സയൻറ്റിസ്റ്റാണ്. ശരിക്കും ഞാൻ മനസ്സിലാക്കുന്നത് നമ്മുടെ കോളേജുകളിലൊക്കെ ശരിക്കും കുട്ടികൾ എത്ര കുട്ടികൾ ഇപ്പോൾ ശ്രീത്ര, ഇപ്പോൾ തിരുവനന്തപുരത്ത് തന്നെ ഇത്ര ഇൻസ്റ്റിറ്റ്യൂട്ട്സ് ഉണ്ട്, ശ്രീത്ര, RGCB, ISR, ഇതെല്ലാം ലോക നിലവാരത്തിൽ ഏറ്റവും ടോപ്പ് ഇരിക്കുന്ന ഇൻസ്റ്റിറ്റ്യൂട്ട്സുകൾ. പക്ഷേ ഇത് തമ്മിൽ എത്രമാത്രം കൊളാബറേഷൻസ് എഫക്റ്റീവായിട്ട് നടക്കുന്നുണ്ടെന്നുള്ളത് കൂടി നമ്മളൊന്ന് ചിന്തിക്കണം. ഇപ്പം ഒരു ഉദാഹരണം പറയുകയാണെങ്കിൽ NIIST ഇപ്പോൾ സാറ് പറഞ്ഞു യു ആർ കൊളാബറേറ്റിംഗ് വിത്ത് എയിംസ്. വൈ കാണ്ട് യു കൊളാബറേറ്റ് വിത്ത്, ഞാൻ പറയാം അതിനൊക്കെ ടെക്നിക്കലി ഒത്തിരി പ്രോബ്ലംസ് ഉണ്ട്. കാരണം IEC ഇത് കാരണം ചിലപ്പം കുറച്ചുകൂടി ഫീസിബിൾ ആയിരിക്കും, ഇവിടെ ചെയ്യുന്നതിനേക്കാളും കുറച്ചുകൂടി എളുപ്പമായ അവിടെ AIMS കിട്ടിയതുകൊണ്ടാവാം അവർ എയിംസുമായിട്ട് കൊളാബറേറ്റ്. അപ്പോൾ അങ്ങനെയുള്ള കുറേ ആ ഇൻഹിബിഷൻസ് നമ്മൾ ഫസ്റ്റ് വി ഹാവ് ടു അത് ഇത് ചെയ്യാനായിട്ട് മേളിലെ മാനേജ്മെൻറ്റ് മുതൽ തീരുമാനിച്ചാൽ മാത്രമേ ആ ഒരു ഇൻഹിബിഷൻസ് മാറത്തുള്ളൂ, ഒന്നാമത്തെ ഒരു കാര്യം. പിന്നെ അതേപോലെ എത്ര കുട്ടികൾക്ക് ഈ ഇൻസ്റ്റിറ്റ്യൂട്ട്സുകൾ ഇൻറ്റേൺഷിപ്പ് കൊടുക്കാൻ പറ്റും, അതിനേക്കാളുപരി. കാരണം ഒരു സയൻറ്റിസ്റ്റ് ആയിക്കഴിഞ്ഞാൽ ഞാൻ ഫ്രീത്തറെ മാത്രമേ ഞാൻ ഇരിക്കൂ എന്നുള്ളതല്ല. ശരിക്കും മാൻഡേറ്റ്, ഗവൺമെൻറ് ഓഫ് ഇന്ത്യ ഒരു മാൻഡേറ്റ് പറഞ്ഞാൽ 6 months ഐ ഷുഡ് ഗോ ആൻഡ് വർക്ക് വിത്ത് കോളേജ്. ഇപ്പോൾ കോളേജിൽ എടുക്കുന്ന കുട്ടികളെ, കാരണം അതേ അങ്ങനെ എല്ലാവർക്കും അങ്ങനത്തെ ഒരു ജസ്റ്റ് ഒരു അതും അവരുടെ പ്രൊമോഷനായാലും എന്തിനായാലും, ഇവൻ ദോ ഐ എം എ പെർമനൻറ്റ് സയൻറ്റിസ്റ്റ്, ഞാൻ എന്നാലും പറയുവാണ് അങ്ങനെ പോകാനുള്ള ഒരു അവസരം. ഇപ്പോൾ എൻ്റെ ഇൻസ്റ്റിറ്റ്യൂട്ട് ചിലപ്പോൾ എന്നെ വിടത്തില്ലായിരിക്കും, ബട്ട് എല്ലാ ഇൻസ്റ്റിറ്റ്യൂട്ട്സിലും ഇപ്പോൾ ഐസറിൽ വർക്ക് ചെയ്യുന്നൊരു സയൻറ്റിസ്റ്റ് ആയാലും അല്ലെങ്കിൽ മെഡിക്കൽ കോളേജിൽ ആ ഡോക്ടർ ആയാലും, ഇഫ് വി ഗോ ടു സം പ്ലേസ് ഒരു 6 മാസത്തേക്കിന് ഒരു ഇൻസ്റ്റിറ്റ്യൂട്ട്സിൽ പോയി നാട്ടും. ഇപ്പം യൂണിവേഴ്സിറ്റീസ് മാത്രമല്ല, കാരണം നമ്മുടെ ഇവിടെ യൂണിവേഴ്സിറ്റിയെക്കാളും കൂടുതലുള്ളത് കോളേജുകളാണ്. അപ്പോൾ ആ കോളേജുകളിൽ ഉണ്ടാകുന്ന കുട്ടികൾക്കുള്ള എക്സ്പോഷർ, ഇപ്പോൾ നമ്മുടെ ഒരു ഇൻറ്റേൺഷിപ്പിന് കുട്ടികൾ വന്നു കഴിയുമ്പോൾ അവർക്ക് കിട്ടുന്ന എക്സ്പോഷർ ഭയങ്കര വ്യത്യാസമാണ്. പക്ഷേ അത് 1-2 കുട്ടികൾക്ക് മാത്രമേ നമുക്ക് ആ എക്സ്പോഷർ കൊടുക്കാൻ പറ്റത്തുള്ളൂ. സോ അതിനെ കഴിച്ച് നമ്മൾ ഒരു ദിവസം കൂടെ പോയി ക്ലാസ് എടുക്കുന്നതിന് പകരം എല്ലാ ഇൻസ്റ്റിറ്റ്യൂട്ട്സിലെയും സയൻറ്റിസ്റ്റുകൾ അല്ലെങ്കിൽ അങ്ങനെയുള്ള ആ അക്കാഡമിക്, ഇപ്പം ഇൻഡസ്ട്രിയിലാണെങ്കിലും ഇപ്പോൾ CSR ഉണ്ട്, അവർക്ക് അതുകൊണ്ടല്ലേ ഫണ്ട് കിട്ടത്തുള്ളൂ, അല്ലെങ്കിൽ ചെയ്യണമെന്ന് നിർബന്ധപൂർവ്വമാണ്. അതേപോലെ ഇൻഡസ്ട്രീസിന് ആൾസോ ദേ ഷുഡ് അങ്ങനെ പോകുന്ന ഒരു സിസ്റ്റം നമ്മുടെ രാജ്യത്ത് ഡെവലപ്പ് ചെയ്താലേ കുറച്ചുകൂടി കുട്ടികൾ ഇപ്പം നമ്മുടെ ബേസ് ലെവലിലുള്ള അക്കാഡമിക് ഇതൊക്കെ കുറച്ചുകൂടെ നല്ലതായിട്ട് ഇമ്പ്രൂവ് ആവും എന്നുള്ളതാണ് ഞാൻ വിശ്വസിക്കുന്നത്. അതേപോലെ മാഡം പറഞ്ഞ ഒരേ കാണാം IECയുടെ അപ്രൂവൽസ്, അത് ശരിക്കും സത്യമാണ്. കറക്റ്റായിട്ടും IEC അപ്രൂവൽ ഒരു ഇൻസ്റ്റിറ്റ്യൂട്ട്സ് ഉണ്ടെങ്കിൽ ഇപ്പോൾ ഒരു കോളേജ് യൂണിവേഴ്സിറ്റി പഠിച്ച കുട്ടിക്ക് ഇന്ത്യയിൽ എവിടെ അക്രഡിറ്റഡ് ആണ്. അവരുടെ വേറൊരു കോളേജിൽ പോയാലും വേറെ യൂണിവേഴ്സിറ്റി പോയാലും MSc കേരള യൂണിവേഴ്സിറ്റി എന്നാണ് പഠിച്ചെങ്കിൽ ഹീ ക്യാൻ ഗോ എനിവർ ഇൻ ദ ഇന്ത്യ. അതേപോലെ ഒരു IEC അപ്രൂവൽ ഒരു ഇൻസ്റ്റിറ്റ്യൂട്ട്സ് ഉണ്ടെങ്കിൽ വേറൊരു ഇൻസ്റ്റിറ്റ്യൂട്ടിൽ പോകുമ്പോഴും ആ IEC അറ്റ്ലീസ്റ്റ് ദേ ഷുഡ് ഏബിൾ ടു വർക്ക്. അങ്ങനത്തെ ഒരു സിസ്റ്റം നമ്മൾ മേളിലെ ലെവലിലൊരു സിസ്റ്റം അങ്ങനെ വന്നാൽ മാത്രമേ ഇതൊക്കെ ഒരു, അല്ലെങ്കിൽ ഈ കൊളാബറേഷൻസും ഇതൊക്കെ 1-2 ആൾക്കാർ തമ്മിലുള്ളത് മാത്രമായി മാറത്തുള്ളൂ. അപ്പോൾ അങ്ങനത്തെ ഒരു ചേഞ്ചസ് വരാൻ നമ്മൾ എല്ലാവരും കൂടി ശ്രമിച്ചാൽ മാത്രമേ അങ്ങനത്തെ ഒരു ചേഞ്ചസ് വരും. മെഡിക്കൽ കോളേജിലായാലും ഡോക്ടേഴ്സ് മാത്രമല്ല പഠിപ്പിക്കാൻ പോകേണ്ടത്, ദർ ഷുഡ് ബി എ സയൻറ്റിസ്റ്റ് ഓൾസോ ഷുഡ് ഗെറ്റ് ഒരു ഇത് കിട്ടണം ശരിക്കും അവിടെ പോയി പഠിപ്പിക്കാൻ. ഞാനൊരു ബയോടെക്നോളജി, ഞാൻ MSc ബയോടെക്നോളജി കഴിഞ്ഞിട്ട് കേരളത്തിൽ ഡിപ്പാർട്ട്മെൻറ്റ് ബയോടെക്നോളജി ഉണ്ട്, ഇന്ത്യക്ക് ഒരു ഡിപ്പാർട്ട്മെൻറ്റ് ബയോടെക്നോളജി ഉണ്ട്, കേരള ഗവൺമെൻറ് ബയോടെക് ഡിപ്പാർട്ട്മെൻറ്റ്സ് ഉണ്ട്. ബട്ട് PSCക്ക് എനിക്ക് 7th റാങ്ക് കിട്ടിയിട്ട് എനിക്ക് കേരളത്തിൽ ജോലി കിട്ടിയില്ല. അത് എന്നെ പഠിപ്പിച്ച ടീച്ചേഴ്സ് എഴുതിയ എക്സാമാണ്, ഞാൻ എഴുതിയ എക്സാമാണ്, അതായത് എൻ്റെ കൂട്ടുകാർ, എൻ്റെ സീനിയേഴ്സ് എല്ലാവരും എഴുതിയിട്ട് 7th റാങ്ക് PSCയിൽ ബയോടെക്നോളജി കേരള യൂണിവേഴ്സിറ്റിയിൽ ബയോടെക്നോളജി കിട്ടിയിട്ട് ഐ ഡിൻ ഗെറ്റ് എ ജോബ്. പക്ഷേ അതൊരു നല്ല കാര്യമാണ്. അതുകൊണ്ട് എനിക്ക് US പോകാൻ പറ്റി. US പുറത്ത് പോകണമെങ്കിൽ പുറത്ത് എനിക്ക് കേരള ഗവൺമെൻറ്, സ്റ്റേറ്റ് ഗവൺമെൻറ് ജോലി കിട്ടി, സെൻട്രൽ ഗവൺമെൻറ് ജോലി കിട്ടി. സോ ഞാൻ പറയുന്നതാണ്, ആ ഒരു സിസ്റ്റം മാറണം ശരിക്കും. കാരണം ബയോടെക്കിൽ ഇരിക്കുന്നത് ചിലപ്പോൾ അവിടെ ഇരിക്കുന്നത് ചിലപ്പോൾ ബോട്ടണിക്കാരാവാം, സുവോളജിക്കാരാവാം. ബട്ട് അങ്ങനത്തെ ഇത് വരുന്നില്ല. എല്ലാവരും ആ ഒരു നാരോയുടെ മാറണം. കാരണം ഒരു സിസ്റ്റത്തിൽ ഒരു ഇൻ്റർ ഡിസിപ്ലിനറി ആവണം. അടുത്ത് പഠിക്കുന്ന സുവോളജി മാത്രമേ പഠിപ്പിക്കാവുന്നല്ല. അവിടെ ശരിക്കും വേറെ ഡിസിപ്ലിനുള്ളവർ കൂടി അവിടെ ആ ഡിപ്പാർട്ട്മെൻറ്റിൽ വേണം. ഇപ്പോൾ എല്ലായിടത്തും നമ്മളോരോ ഇപ്പം ശ്രീത്ര മാത്രം ഞങ്ങൾ തന്നെ എല്ലാവരും ഒരു കോമ്പറ്റീഷൻ ഉണ്ട് എല്ലാ ഇൻസ്റ്റിറ്റ്യൂട്ട്സ് തമ്മിലും. ശ്രീത്ര ആയാലും RGCB ആയാലും. അപ്പോൾ അതും ഒഴിവാവണം. ഇന്ത്യയുടെ മാൻഡേറ്റിന് വേണ്ടി നമ്മൾ വർക്ക് ചെയ്യാനുള്ളൊരു ആ ഒരു രീതിയിലോട്ട് നമ്മൾ വരുവാണെങ്കിൽ മാത്രമേ ഇതിനൊക്കെ ഒരു ചേഞ്ചസ് വരത്തുള്ളൂ എന്നാണ് ഞാൻ വിശ്വസിക്കുന്നത്. താങ്ക് യു.
Thank you. Any more comments? Any more?
പ്രിയ മാം പറഞ്ഞ പോലെ ഇപ്പോൾ അവിടെ നമുക്ക് എല്ലാ ഫെസിലിറ്റീസും ഫീസിബിളാണ്. RGCBയിൽ ഞാൻ ശ്രീചിത്രയിലാണ് PhD ചെയ്തത്. ഞാൻ അതിൻ്റെ യൂണിവേഴ്സിറ്റിയിൽ വർക്ക് ചെയ്തിട്ടുണ്ട്. അപ്പം ഞാൻ കണ്ടിട്ടുള്ളത് നമുക്ക് ഫെസിലിറ്റീസ് യൂസ് ചെയ്യാം എന്ന് പറഞ്ഞാലും കുട്ടികൾ ജസ്റ്റ് അത് യൂസ് ചെയ്യില്ല. കുട്ടികൾക്ക് ആ ഒരു ജെന്യുവിൻ ആയിട്ടുള്ള ഇൻട്രസ്റ്റ് വേണം. ഒരു കരിയർ മാത്രമായിട്ട് റിസർച്ചിനെ കാണാതെ ഇപ്പോൾ മേ ബി ദേ ആർ യൂസിങ് സം ഹൈടെക് എക്യുപ്മെൻറ്റ്സ് ആൻഡ് they will get assistance and they will be getting the result for their PhD, but they may not fully aware of what is the principle of that experiment. അപ്പോൾ ജെന്യുവിൻ ആയിട്ട് കുട്ടികൾക്ക് ഇൻട്രസ്റ്റ് ഉള്ളവർ മാത്രം റിസർച്ചിലേക്ക് പോകണം. അപ്പോൾ അതിന് വേണ്ടത് നമുക്ക് ഏറ്റവും നല്ലത് ചെറിയ സ്കൂൾ ലെവലിൽ തന്നെ ഇപ്പോൾ പറഞ്ഞ പോലെ 1 day in a lab, അത് നല്ലൊരു പ്രോഗ്രാമാണ്. അപ്പോൾ കുട്ടികൾക്ക് അപ്പോൾ തന്നെ അവർക്ക് ആ ഒരു റിസർച്ച് ഏരിയയിലേക്ക് വരാനുള്ള ഒരു ഇൻട്രസ്റ്റ് ഉണ്ടാവും. ഇഫ് ദേ ആർ ജസ്റ്റ് വർക്കിംഗ് വിത്ത് എ സയൻറ്റിസ്റ്റ് ഇൻ എ ലാബ്, സോ അവർക്ക് കൂടുതൽ ഒരു എക്സ്പോഷർ കിട്ടുകയാണ്. സോ അവർ ആ ഒരു ഫീൽഡിലേക്ക് കൂടുതൽ അട്രാക്റ്റഡ് ആവും. അപ്പോൾ ജെന്യുവിൻ ഇൻട്രസ്റ്റ് ഉള്ളവർ മാത്രം റിസർച്ചിലേക്ക് വരുമ്പോൾ അത് കൂടുതൽ ജസ്റ്റ് പലരും ഞാൻ കണ്ടിട്ടുണ്ട് നേരത്തെ പറഞ്ഞ പോലെ തന്നെ ജസ്റ്റ് കോപ്പി പേസ്റ്റ് ചെയ്ത് ഒരേ റിപ്പോർട്ട് തന്നെ ജസ്റ്റ് ഫോർ ദ സേക്ക് ഓഫ് ദ ഗെറ്റിംഗ് എ സർട്ടിഫിക്കറ്റ്. അപ്പോൾ അങ്ങനെ ചെയ്യുന്നതിനേക്കാളും ചെറിയ കുട്ടികളിൽ തന്നെ ഈ ഒരു സയൻസിനോടുള്ള താല്പര്യം ഉണ്ടാക്കിയെടുക്കണമെങ്കിൽ സയൻറ്റിസ്റ്റുകൾ ചെറിയ ലെവലിൽ തന്നെ കുറച്ച് സ്കൂളുകളിലേക്കൊക്കെ ഇറങ്ങി ചെന്ന് അവരുമായിട്ട് മിങ്കിൾ ചെയ്ത് കുട്ടികൾക്കൊരു എക്സ്പോഷർ ചെറിയ പ്രായത്തിൽ തന്നെ കിട്ടിയാലേ നമുക്ക് കുറച്ച് ഗ്രേറ്റ് സയൻറ്റിസ്റ്റുകൾ നമ്മുടെ ന്യൂ ജനറേഷനിൽ കിട്ടൂ എന്നാണ് എൻ്റെയും വിശ്വാസം.
One more. I am Dr. Rajashree, Associate Professor from All Saints College. So I would like to share one experience that we had in our college. So after this implementation of FIUGP, we were all talking about internships. And during the month of March, most of the teachers, and I was a placement coordinator as well. So we wanted to give students internship during these 2 months of vacation. So we were not aware of, we don't know where to send these students, and many private players actually contacted us with very weird names, which I think 80% of them were not authentic. Some DG Law, ProChan, and a lot of to extract money from the students, saying that they will give internship and so on. But we were at difficulty. We couldn't actually suggest students that okay, you can go there, because we were not aware. So if there is some database or at the university level or to identify these places where we can send the students for internships, that would be very helpful for us. Thank you.
Yeah. I would like to specifically answer this point, and also I have a request to the Vice Chancellor. See, the academic calendar starts in June, and then by March, it's almost over. So everybody wants to do internship in the months of April and May. And the biggest problem that we experience at our institute is that we cannot accommodate. See, for this MSc project also, PG project dissertation work also, all the students apply for the months from December to June. We can have around 150 to 200 PG desert projects available to students, but everything gets demanded during the months of January to June, which is very difficult for us to accommodate. So what we have to do is we will put a cutoff mark, and that is sometimes of 80, 90% and above. So 30% of the students applying only will get a chance to enter into these kind of institutions. I'm talking about national institutes or institutes which are pursuing research. The opportunities are available, but I think there should be a more, wide thinking on how best the slots can be distributed. The most difficult, because I was handling the human resource and academic division, the most difficulty that we faced is during the months of January to June, where maximum applications come for PG dissertation project as well as for short-term internships. These are laboratory spaces, particularly for chemistry or physics or material science or nanotechnology. I'm saying these are laboratory spaces that are required. So at one point, we cannot accommodate all of them together. So there should be a possibility to accommodate this internship in the academic calendar so that it gets distributed and then more students can be accommodated. So now we are encouraging students to apply during the months of June to December for short-term internship projects, but that may not coincide with the academic calendar that the university is following.
One important point which you told, many of the people are exploited for money. I think probably that's where the people in the governance or administration should take a look into that, and how the internships are being done in a proper way and what are the things. That is one of the important responsibilities. Otherwise they will trap into many of these wrong things actually. That may not be benefited, but they will be exploited for money, as you told.
Yeah, I would like to add here. As far as RGCB is concerned, internship for students is open throughout the year. So many universities, other universities may not be from Kerala, other universities, some of the Kerala universities in Kerala also, they intelligently planned their curriculum in such a way that they will not overlap, their students' internship program will not overlap during this specific period. So throughout the year, we have internship students in my lab, in any of the RGCB labs. Then about the details of the internship, as far as our institute is concerned, everything is very clear. It's all in the website. If a student goes there and searches, they can find it out. There is very specifically structured protocol for how to apply and how to get a lab of your choice and everything. So only thing is that they have to plan everything in advance. So that they should do, and rarely we do some concession to those students who are really interested, and even if we don't have a vacant position, then for I'm talking about the internship programs, we somehow manage to accommodate them if they are very intelligent or if they are very much wanting to do research. So we always encourage such students. So if there is a will, then there is a way. So everything is very transparent, and it is in the website as far as RGCB is concerned. Then I was, Bijukumar sir was telling about students, research students going to research different centers. The Department of Biotechnology, Government of India has started I3C BRIC projects. So for the PhD students, PhD program, so 3 of biotechnology research centers has to collaborate, and the student will travel from one institute, they will work for 1 year, and the second year they will go to the next institute, and the third year in the other institute. So that way they get exposure in different fields. Like for example, a student of physics can do a part of their program, maybe a physics, like for example, Raman spectroscopy is used for cancer research. So they will go to a physics department in a center where physics, all the research facilities are full-fledged in that center for physics. And then they move to another center where cancer research is full-fledged. So that way, Government of India has initiated programs like that. And Government of India also supports projects like TARE project. DST has TARE project, where universities can collaborate with institutes like RGCB, the research only predominantly doing research institutes. So even I myself has some projects with some of the colleges nearby. So that is, there are so many opportunities available. Only thing is that we have to we have to be competent enough to get those projects get sanctioned. And within India also, Government of India has various programs like DHR, Director of Health Research has programs to work in an institute, like for example in RGCB, if somebody sitting in Nagpur wants to work for 6 months in RGCB, there is fellowship programs available. Somebody sitting in Northeast wants to come to Sree Chitra and work for 6 months, that is also, so all these exchange programs are available within India. And of course outside India also there are various funding opportunities available in India. So only thing is that we have to be competent enough to get those projects or approvals or fellowships. That's it. Yeah, thank you.
I think the real issue has been really exposed. The term used in NEP is that you have to catch them young. The research culture has to be inoculated in the students. And very often, at the time of PhD only, they take an MSc or MA and they apply for government job and you are not getting, and the waiting period is doing a PhD. This is a tragic situation, the waiting period, because in that waiting period you are paid a very meager stipend of 10,000, 11,000, and they will be doing research, and then in between they get a PSc job, a clerical job, or a conductor's job, and they leave the research. This is the major thing happening in most places. And I am head of such an institution where 500 PhDs are coming out, and some of the leaders who got PhD are totally and completely plagiarized, and they become subsequently professors also. So this, in this culture, we are working in this culture, and we have institutions of eminence. So how do we connect with the real students, the genuine students, with this? So one request maybe I can say is that the scientists in such great institution can come to the universities and come to the colleges and tell them that there is a different world. The world in which you are sitting, the world which is totally corrupt, incompetent, is not the real world. There is a real world of researchers, there is a real world of achievers, and there is a huge opportunities around the world. Maybe if you come there and give a talk, at least 20% will be ignited. I think what I am saying has been ratified. It has been ratified. This is one thing. Then another thing is that now we are discussing about Trivandrum as a center for research. Why don't we join have a group, a Trivandrum research group, where all the research institutions come together? And I should thank Janmabhumi for creating such a wonderful idea. So the outcome of this meeting is that formation of Trivandrum Research Group. And this research group will collaborate, and all the opportunities will be shared, and we can have a common website. We can think about that. Trivandrum Research Group, we can have a common website, and wherein the details of RGCB, the details of SCT, CSIR, and the HLL, and there are so many institutions which have to come here. VSS is there, and all these institutions are there. So, and in fact, last year, Kerala University conducted a research conclave. In that conclave, we invited all the heads of all the institutions, and we had a discussion, and there we thought we will continue. Unfortunately, we could not continue. Now Janmabhumi is organizing it. I am sure that this will continue. This has to continue. So we will do that. So this could be the outcome of today's conference. Okay. So thank you. Shall we conclude?
With that, we come to the end of this enriching panel discussion on research. Thank you to our esteemed panelists for their valuable insights and to our audience for your thoughtful engagement and keen interest. So before we close, we wish to honor our guest. I invite Mr. K.B. Sree Kumar, General Manager, Janmabhumi, to give away the mementos to the panelists. Honorable Vice Chancellor, Kerala University of Health Sciences and the University of Kerala, Dr. Mohanan Kunnummel. Dr. U.S. Harish, Chief Scientist, CSIR-NIIST. Dr. Santhosh Aprem, Associate Vice President and General Manager, HLL. Dr. Priya Srinivas, Scientist, Dean Academic Affairs, RGCB. Dr. C.S. Manikanda, Professor and Deputy Director, SCTIMST. Thank you, sir. As we approach the close of today's deliberations, I now invite Dr. Priya Rani to deliver the closing remarks and vote of thanks, acknowledging all those who contributed to making this event a success.
Namaste. Good evening to all. Honorable members of organizing committee and my colleagues, it is a great privilege to me get an opportunity to propose vote of thanks on this wonderful program. It is also a great honor for me to here with you to participate in this significant event. I take this opportunity first and foremost to the chairman of our distinguished panel, Dr. Mohanan Kunnummel, Honorable Vice Chancellor of Kerala University of Health Science and Research and University of Kerala. Words are not enough to express my gratitude. Sir, heartfelt thanks for your inspiring and dynamic presence and blessings today. Your moral courage, determinations and firm stance brought several changes in the academic circle of Kerala. Our honorable panelists of this symposium have given deep, authentic and comprehensive visions for our great purpose. I would like to express gratitude to Dr. U.S. Harish, Senior Scientist, CSIR-NIIST. I would extend my sincere thanks to Dr. Santhosh, Aprem, Associate Vice President and General Manager, HLL R&D. I would like to express my sincere thanks to Dr. Priya Srinivas, Scientist, G and Dean RGBC. I would like to express my deep gratitude to Dr. C.S. Manikanda, Professor and Director, SCTIMST. I am grateful to organizing team of this entire celebrations and wishing all success and prosperity of Janmabhumi daily in coming future. I would like to express my sincere thanks to Dr. Suresh Kumar C., Director of the Center for Innovation in Science and Social Action, and the General Convener of the Janmabhumi Golden Jubilee celebrations. I am grateful to, finally I express my deepest and sincere thanks to all participants. Your valuable presence and involvement resulted into a great, grand success of this program. Thank you all. Namaste.
Thank you, Priya. Thank you once again to all our dignitaries, participants, organizers, and supporters. Let today not end with just ideas, but begin with action. Wishing you all a pleasant evening. Kindly join us for the